Alright, this is Sue's Love and Tarot. Today I am doing Capricorn. I did this reading this morning and I jot down a bunch of stuff because I had some things to do today. Okay, but let's see. I felt like this card was the last card out, but I felt like this energy right here was the overall energy. So let's just put this down here for a minute. Okay. It started out with this card, Buddha. Okay, and what it reminded me of was Siddhartha. It's like whether the feeling was whether you're single or married, there was a feeling of wanting to really explore the inner world. Okay, the inner makings of you, Capricorn. Okay. And that's just like one aspect, right? So let's just say of you, the universal being. Okay. And so here though, there's these flowers. So you might be thinking about going on a trip south or some sort of warm climate. Okay, so you might live in a cold climate. Okay. If you live in a warm climate where these hibiscus are, I feel like what this is saying is you might be traveling this year. Okay. Now, this one is sitting in a lotus petal. Okay. There's been a lot of references to flowers this past month. Okay. Now, let's keep going. So I feel like you're embarking on a journey, a spiritual journey, a discovery of you. And last night, I did the Aquarius in Wonderland reading. And it was kind of like the world was looking really peculiar, right? Even chaotic. And it was like trying to make sense of the nonsensical. And then through that, though, there was a an awakening. Okay. All right. So that's kind of continued here. Okay. So there's that. It's Gautama Siddhartha, right? Okay. Then we go here. Now, when I pulled this card out, I picked up Spain right away. But it's like Spain and flamenco music and tapas, like the food. Okay. But so maybe the warm places like somewhere in Spain this summer for someone. Okay, and there's these rocks. Okay. Maybe there is a person there that you feel connected to for someone. Okay, maybe you're from there. Okay. All right, now what did I say about that? Okay, so it kind of reminds me a little bit the energy of the Chariot card. Okay, and so Chariot card is Cancer, and this is a Capricorn reading, so it's like the balance, finding balance. Okay, with the two energies. Okay, and how does that happen? So it's like that card. You need self-discipline to move in your creation. Okay, so there's like kind of like purifying the mind and body, like that Buddha energy. Okay, and could be focused on aestheticism, like beauty, things that are beautiful to you. Okay, but in your inner world. Okay, now the tapas is the Sanskrit word for tapas, right? Is the root is tap. Okay, now for some of you, that might be tapping into a wellspring of knowledge about self. Okay, and others perhaps. Okay, through this journey, internal journey, which could also be a journey into this physical realm, Earth, right? Okay, so I feel like what's happening is for someone, it's like you're releasing some things to make room for this self discovery. Okay, so sometimes when that happens, there are like crystallization happens. The body might even change. How you look might even change. Okay, and so some people do. There was a form of um, tapping, like on different points on the body, and I don't know what that is, but that's popping up for somebody. Okay. All right, so let's keep going. Now, it also means to heat or burn, to transform, right? This Sanskrit word. Okay. Um, and it's the root, so it's like getting back to your roots. That's what I was getting. Okay. Now, the next card. Now, for someone, this could even, like, if it's real, let's break it down and make it real basic. It could be through spending time with spirit and getting quiet. If you're single, you might meet someone on your spiritual journey. You might connect with this one as a friend or lover or future potential. Or it could be someone where you live that's Spanish. Okay. Or Indian, right? We're talking about Indian spirituality. Okay, now this pranayama is, again, feeling like coming to the first breath. Okay, so it's like remembering sometimes when you get going, it becomes a natural thing. But I feel like it's like being conscious of breath and seeing if you're breathing through your nostrils, how you're breathing, if you're breathing through your mouth. It's like focusing on that and finding a breathing method that might pull in more life force, oxygen. All right. Now this Kundalini energy is very interesting. When this one came up, I picked up a guy and he had a girlfriend that looked like this. Okay, and it was a very physical connection, but they broke up. Okay. And so, but I feel like that was the time to explore sense perceptions. And I feel like there's something coming full circle with that. So some of you might return to somebody or continue along this journey of charging your body, is what it looks like. Okay, now, a lot of times when snakes come up in cards, it's talking about that creative force, the creative energy. And here are the snakes in this card, and it's talking about all the chakras, all the body chakras in aligning. And you don't have just this one line, but I feel like this is the most important. Okay, so it's like illuminating the mind. And last night when I was doing the reading, it was like an illuminating force, right? To shed light on self. Okay, it was that kind of thing. Okay. What else? Let's see. Yeah, okay, so then the story here, right, is the I'll go into the other part. Okay. Is the dormant energy. Okay, the life force that's believed to be at the seat, right? At the base of the spine. Okay, so and sometimes through meditation, people visualize it as a serpent. Okay. Maybe like a cobra or something. Okay. Now this is looking like... Okay, so there may be a Gemini or a Virgo energy significant because it's picking up as mercurial energy. Okay. So I feel like through this time, again, taking care of your health and also communicating your emotions and talking things out could also help to purge some things to move into this higher vibing energy is what I see here. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Kundalini in Sanskrit, right, is what? The coil or the circle. And that's what I was saying. Felt like it was coming full circle. And it could just be full circle, could be just understanding all the events up to now about how things unfolded and why they unfolded, or folded in a certain way, or opened up like a blossom. Okay, might be a better word. Okay. Now I'm looking at this center card, karma. There's and what's interesting is the tears of Ra. And tears of Ra is like when Ra figured out it was like the beginning of man and could sense ahead of time of the grief and the sadness of the human race, right? Okay. Ra's my friend. Anyway, so um I feel like what this is saying is, again, if there's any sort of past life patterns and things coming, it's like just connect to the sun within you. Okay? And I feel like that illumination can carry you to this energy. Okay, and this is I counted 3 eyes. So the third eye chakra. Okay. And so I feel like what this is saying is you're on a journey to elevate your energy. Now, for some of you, this could have been that Pluto energy opening up some more eyes and helping you to rise above so that your creation, what you truly came here, your purpose, could emerge from the substance. Okay. Just meditate on that card for a minute. I gave her a bath today, so she's a little frisky, but she couldn't get up. Okay, anyway. Alright, so let's see. Even like this flower looks like a butterfly wings, or anyway, wings ready to fly, right? Moth even. Metamorphosis. Okay. So anyway, you could focus on your third eye, and also as you tap into that, pull up the energy. Now, I took Kundalini yoga, and it gives you a lot of energy, but if you're going to do that at first, go slow with it. That's the key. And that could be that chariot energy I picked up. So don't rush into it, because you want to open up things naturally. Okay. All right. Was there anything else? Okay, so you may be leaving because of this Buddha, one thing in your life, or one person, or it could be one career. It could be anything that you're leaving to embark on this new journey. Okay. All right. And maybe it's not even leaving, since we have the circle thing. Maybe it's just the journey. Okay. All right. So then let's talk about this card. So this is you elevating. Okay. There's one more thing I wanted to say about that karma card. Okay. You know that movie is coming up, that Eat, Pray, Love, or whatever that movie is. Okay. And in that movie, she has an affair with this young person, right? And then later on she goes to India and whatever, and then there's someone similar that appears in her life, and she's like, nope, I've already done that. Something like that, if I remember the movie correctly. Okay, so it's like a nod to you, Capricorn, that you've taken that knowledge, that wisdom of the past, and you are carrying it with you now. Not as baggage, but as the energy that you need to stay streaming in this high vibing energy. I love this. Oh my goodness. Okay, now this energy, when I first pulled the card out, I picked up someone's mother. Okay, and it kind of reminded me of, then it reminded me of Lil Wayne. Okay, and then it reminded me of a bunch of other people. Okay. Anyway, the feeling that I got from this 4-4 card, right, which is an 8, was that this mother had wisdom that passed on to the child, and it could be your mother that passed on wisdom to you, and that those were the golden nuggets that you were going to take to become this person in the limelight, potentially, right? Or a part of Star Nations. So Star Nations, you have like the EU has flags with stars on it. There's all kinds of nations that have stars. Okay. But anyway, that's what I was picking up. That something that they taught you was like a tool, like this monkey's carrying into your life. And that was going to help you. And there were 2 other readings where Mother came up. And I think that was Virgo. Okay, so it could be for all earth signs. Okay, so I just want to say that. Or water signs even. Okay, now, there was something else I wanted to say about that, but I don't know. I don't think I jotted it down. Okay. All right, now, this monkey is so funny, right? This could be even like not appreciating a parent, but then coming full circle through your journey and then realizing the goal that they are, right? That they gave to you. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. And last night, in the ending of the story of Aquarius in Wonderland, right? They were sharing that Plutonian energy, and then also for a time being there. But in the end, the sister wiped some leaves away, and they got up. It was on the riverside, and then they went to go have some tea. So you might even be finding more time for the family or the people you really that mean a lot to you. It's not always mother. It could be grandparent or aunt or somebody, right? Okay. And it could be just a guardian. It may not even be a parent or someone that you consider a mentor. All right. Now, okay. So it could be coffee. It doesn't have to be tea. Okay. But what's interesting here is look, it looks like this star nation is forming. Okay. And so it could be talking about alliances too, right? Because lately it seems like things are shifting. It's like I'm trying to stay on my toes to I don't try to even wrap my head around it. And I think that Allison Aquarius in Wonderland kind of proved it. I'm not trying to wrap my head around it, but I'm trying to read it as it shifts. It's like trying to read shape-shifting energy. All right, but that's a whole other thing. Let's not go there. Okay, anyway, so the monkey though, right? If I already went there. Okay, the slang meaning of it could be like, someone who's sly or cunning, right? All right. And it could also mean like spoiling children. So if you have kids, this might be something that could have been a disagreement somewhere. Okay. All right. Anyway, they get along. Monkeys. Okay, let's talk about Chinese astrology. Okay, I picked that up with the red there, and it was like um, the monkey sign, right, gets along with the snake, which is so fascinating, right? The monkey sign gets along. My dad and my brother are monkeys. Anyway, the snake, right? They get along with the snake, the dragon, and the rat. Okay. All right. So that was coming up. Okay. Anyway, so, and they're the ninth. So nine might be significant, right? Completion. Okay. So the ninth animal in the 12-year cycle, right? Okay. It also can mean luck, right? And what I got with the luck was this: the writer's pen. So it's like whatever's happened up to now, um, creating a movie version or a book, or it doesn't even have to be a big thing. I feel like even if it's just a journal, that could help you in your growth. Okay, even if you're like 70. Okay. All right, and then the symbol, right, for the monkey was it looked like two rectangles with a line through it. So there could be like an earth sign that's significant in your life. Okay. Um, I got um, like earthly energy, but also like almost like discovering it was like Tarzan. I got all kinds of things with this monkey. It was like Tarzan and his ape, right? But it was like becoming brave through this journey. Okay. All right. Now, a monkey can be like, if you watch any of those monkey videos, right? Um, witty and flexible and clever, right? Just intelligent beings. Okay. And they're sociable, just like this one's sticking like glue to this one, right? Sociable. Okay. This might be like hugging your mom's neck. Not to say that you're a monkey. Not a insult, but it's like it's just, let's just say it's just there's no it where am I going with that? That's interesting. Hmm. It looked like it was trying to go into race consciousness. Okay. Um, but let's don't go there. I feel like it's trying to say, again, about the kind of playful, energetic nature of monkey. Okay. All right. Oh, I see. Okay. So, um, it was talking about the zodiac, not meant as an insult. Okay. All right. So that's, I guess that was supposed to be in there. Okay. Anyway, um, there is that kind of weird race consciousness energy, right? Like certain groups trying to erase other um, groups. That's been going on right now. All right, anyway, let's not go there. Okay, so, all right. The overall energy is that you're elevating. Okay. And that you are starting to value yourself more. And through that, you're starting to value um, other people in your life. Now, I don't remember if what happened to Siddhartha, but I feel like this is a different story where you return at some point, okay, to the people you love. And that really mean a lot to you. All right, now let's get a Alice in Wonderland card then, since that's where it went. A little bit of that energy came here, so let's see what it says. Oh, maybe I should just read this Mother of Star Nations prayer. Okay, I'll do that. But first, let me get one. The Walrus and the Carpenter. Okay, I'm going to have to go see that movie. I think if I go see it, I'll understand all these little things. Last night, I did do some research and looked up symbolic meanings of Alice in Wonderland. But, all right, so let's read this. 32. This looks like you're cooking up something. Okay. Now, it could be with a water sign. Oh, clams. You know, recently in the news, there was like a ban in the U.S. on clams. Okay, and they were saying that it was because of the plastics. Okay. So, if you're in the government and you're making some decisions with about the Chinese, maybe that was like something that was on in your subconscious there. Okay, and you're watching this situation on the news. Monocle. Okay, anyway, so let's read 32. The Walrus and the Carpenter. In the story, when Alice met Tweedledee and Tweedledum, am I reading the right one? Okay. They recited a poem within which appeared a walrus and a carpenter. This morning I was reading about that particular shapeshifter energy, and what he would do is kind of blend in each place and figure out like where he could strategize what he wanted to get out of it. It was all about getting, and it was really kind of disturbing to look at. But anyway, so I feel like it's like finding the balance between giving and receiving. It's a nice balance here. Okay, and it's part of this moving into a higher energy. Okay. All right, let me keep going. They recited a poem within which appeared a walrus and a carpenter. One sunny night, these two characters were walking along a beach when they happened to come upon a bed of oysters, which they invited to join them. Deceived by their smiling faces, many accepted to the eldest oyster's disapproval. Yeah, well, that's been going on. I'm going to read that again. Deceived by their smiling faces, many accepted to the eldest oyster's disapproval. Alas, the old one was right in the end, because the two scoundrels ate the poor oysters. Now that's interesting, because a long time ago there was a story I picked up about how the certain Indian group would pick up these clams from like a lake, and then they would do something to them, but they were contaminated, but they would do something to purify it somehow, and then they would eat them. I don't know why I watched that whole thing. Anyway, all right. So give things your blessings, like whatever you're ingesting. I would do that, right? Pray over your food that you ingest, whether it's in your mind or in your mouth. Okay. All right, now. The meaning of it is, okay, it says, sure, everything seems fun and harmless, right? Like the monkey sometimes. But they can get angry fast, right? Okay, and have a temper. Sure, everything seems fun and harmless, but don't be lured by sweet manners and gentle countenance. Remember the eldest oyster's warning. Appearances can be deceiving.